Hi, this is Jamie Magrich. I'm going to try and do a video. I'm staying at my mom's house for a little bit because she had to have bypass surgery. And I want to try to show you how to make this card. I apologize, it's not going to be to my normal standards because I had to do a makeshift camera. But let's get started. I am using my Stamparatus only because this stamp won't fit on the stamp blocks that I brought. But let's get started. All you're going to need is a piece of Whisper White cardstock. This is the thick 5.5 by 8.5, scored and folded at 4 1/4. If you don't color it, which it looks nice, you just need the a gray. I'm using Smoky Slate and Memento. So I'm going to be using Bloom and Grow, this flower here, and this sentiment. And then the circle is from Swirly Frames. Okay, so let's get started. You could do it with just stamp blocks, but I didn't have one big enough. So I'm going to ink up the flower image in the Memento. Sorry it's off camera, but I can't fit it all in, unfortunately. And it's going to be in this bottom corner here. And I've got my card all the way into that corner. And it didn't stamp real good at that one side, so I'm going to ink it up again. And that's probably because it's like 100 degrees in here. It worked good this morning when I tried it. Okay. Now I'm going to stamp this circle with the gray, but first I want to make a mask. I've already done that just for the sake of time, but I just took the Post-it note paper. Well, it's not even a Post-it note, it's just a note paper, and I stuck it here in this corner. And I stamped it with the residual ink that I had on here. And then I just cut out this edge. Let's see where I cut it out. So I'm just going to stick it in there where it goes. And I'm going to take the gray ink. These are my old stamp pads. I just grabbed them and went. So I had something. Okay. And I'm going to stamp that. Awesome, perfect. Okay, then I'm going to turn this one over. I have the sentiment so that it's going to go right in the center of that circle. And I'm going to stamp that with the Memento. I'm going to need a lot of thank you cards, so okay, and that could be all you need to do for your card. You wouldn't need to do anything else if you didn't need to. It's quite pretty just like that. But I did do a little bit of coloring with a water brush and the ink pads. And I also took this little flourish and stamped it in gray on the inside. So let me do that. See it, I just stamped it right down here in this bottom corner, so there was something on the inside. Let me see if I can show you this part down here. So to color this, I used Daffodil Delight, Old Olive, and Real Red. Oops, stuck my fingers in that ink pad. Alright, let's open this back up and get this plate out of the way so I don't get ink all over if I can. Alright, so for the Daffodil Delight, you can use the ink right off of the pad, off of the lid, or you can take a little block and dip it in there. That's what I'm going to do. See, a little bit of block. I'll get a tiny bit more. Now this is regular paper. It is not watercolor paper, so you're not going to want to do a lot. I just took my water brush and dabbed in a little bit of color on these two outside flowers. I think I need a little bit more color, because it's like doing it. Like I said, it's 90. It's like 100 degrees in here. She's cold, so. Alright. Oh, that's better. Squeeze this. Just get a tiny bit of water so that it flows a little bit better. You don't want it dripping. You just want enough water on your brush so that the ink flows and doesn't just stick. And you don't want to scrub because it'll pill the paper and it'll bleed the ink. Okay. Then I used Real Red for the center flower. Almost forgot how to open these old ink pads. Okay, and I did darker in the center and just kind of went my way out to the edges. See what I mean? It's not a watercolor paper, so it's just going to take the ink. So just, if you get a spot like that, just blend it out a little bit. So I like the blends much better, but I didn't have time to grab those. I had this already packed, these inks, to go to my camp, so I just grabbed what I had. Alright, and I also did these little berries with the red. Okay, then with the green, I've got Old Olive here. Did these leaves. Again, I tried to do a little bit darker here at the base and pull it out towards the tips. I apologize, you probably hear Let's Make a Deal or Wheel of Fortune in the background. Sleeping in the other room, but TV's on. Couple more, I'm almost done. Sorry about the silence. Get into a zen, I guess. That's a good thing though, right? Oops, I missed a red. Oh. Berry. Oh, there we go. Okay, and that's the extent of our card. It's very clean and simple. If you didn't use the Stamparatus, you could use it as a clean, simple stamping card. But like I said, I didn't have a block large enough for this circle, so I chose to do this. And it will bleed through the inside, so if you choose to, you could cut this down smaller and place it on the front of your card. Well, thank you for joining me at Jamie's Craft Table. I hope you have a great rest of your day.